Peace and greetings, everyone. Peace and greetings. We're getting set up for the live session. The only hacker channel on TikTok. Peace and greetings, everyone. Peace and greetings, hacker. Hey, C4. How's it going, C4? Just getting everything all plugged in. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope you're ready to see some live hacking. Getting the phone set up. Got a lot of phones here. Got a lot of phones. Peace and greetings. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Making sure everything's on the test networks. We're going to be doing some live hacking with a Wi-Fi router. If you've never seen someone hack something with a Wi-Fi router, then stick around. Learn something. Okay, we are ready. I'm gonna get a charger real quick. Okay, we are back. We're gonna need a lot of chargers because we got a lot of stuff that we're plugging in right now. Gonna be plugging in some Wi-Fi deauthors. We got our special hacking Wi-Fi router ready to go. All right, we got our phones ready. We got extra batteries if we need them. Peace and greetings. Where can you buy it from? We got a whole bunch of stuff on the link tree. Tesh, where you find the song? Okay, so let's get started with the first little device we can use. This right here is a Wi-Fi deauthor, and there's a few different versions. And once again, we're going to be showing the hacker Wi-Fi router. Well, let's see how we got there. How did we get there? So this is a cool little device. Like with all my devices, I like to design them so they just fit in your pocket. You got a portable battery, and it's gone. So we'll pull that out, and I'll show you how easy it is to use. You can find this on GitHub. I got my link in the bio, or you could get it on my Linktree shop as well. But here's the quick little setup. You gotta scan. So we'll scan for all nearby networks in the area. Peace and greetings, everyone. Peace and greetings. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. If you like hacker stuff, you want to see some live hacking, the only hacker TV channel on TikTok live. Let's go. So right now it's about done with the Wi-Fi scanning. So now that it's done, we're gonna click OK. It has a really cool UI going on. And now we're gonna go and first show you which test network I'm on that we're gonna be hacking. Let me connect to my network. And it's important too, when you're doing security tests, make sure you have your network segmented. You don't want to be hacking your neighbor's Wi-Fi or something just yet. So we're here on Thanos Never Dies. This is going to be the test network that we will be attacking and disconnecting. So we're going to look for that network real quick. I'm going to pick select, and then select APs. And now let's go down and find which network we're on. And then you can also just disconnect every single network too, as well, if you're that willing. Like here, you can select all, and then we'll go back. Let's go back up, 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 and then I'll show you some cool little different attacks you can do. We have deauthentication. So a deauthentication attack, every time you connect to a Wi-Fi network, you're sending different packets. So when you want to disconnect from a network, you send out specific deauthentication packets. But this device forces that stuff to happen. So it just pushes out a whole bunch of disconnecting packets and pushes someone off. And why you want to do that, why an attacker would want to do that, because that's the first step into getting the Wi-Fi's password, or doing a whole bunch of other little attacks. And I made this custom PCB as well. I do a lot of PCB design, so if you want to check that out, you can check out my GitHub. But it pretty much plugs in like Legos. And I have some videos coming up on some electronics stuff, so you can learn how to make cool little gadgets like this. I mean, this only costed about like, well, this is $1. You can get these on AliExpress for about $2. It's a microcontroller. It's an ESP8266, and it just pops in like here. And then the buttons and the lights are probably like $1 or something as well. And then you can get this circuit board printed out. It's all open source. I wanted to challenge myself with another version of a Wi-Fi attack tool. Now you can get this on AliExpress for about $2. Still good. Still good. We are okay. What are you doing? But anyways, like I was saying, no, this is not a flipper. This is a Wi-Fi deauthentication device. So let me plug it in real quick for you guys. And it's kind of similar to the other one, but this has a screen built into it. So I wanted to make it a little easier, and I'm going to be making a custom circuit board for this. So literally for like $3 to $4, you can put this together with your grandchild, your son, your teenager. You can put this together in a weekend and just really do some cool attacks. So you'll just search first. But what if we want to do something a little bit more handheld? We have what's one of my more favorite tools recently. And thank you everyone for the hearts. Wow, 60 plus people tuning in to learn how to hack, just to even chill, just to hang out. Even if you know some of this stuff, even if you don't, welcome. So this here is not your average Android phone. I make these, it's kind of difficult to put these together. This is a Nexus 5 Android phone. No one in their right mind would be using this right now. But if you do some configuration, some stuff with Linux, you can also reach out to me if you're interested in some cool custom phones. But it pretty much has a custom version of Android on it. So I'll show you here right now. So it has a whole bunch of nerdy hacker stuff, but it has a custom kernel. And why I have an antenna in here, and I'm just letting you know, you see anyone with a cell phone that has an antenna, you need to turn your phone off, shut down your laptop, get out of it. Because only nothing good is gonna come with someone with an antenna on it. And while you have an antenna, you can get these on AliExpress too as well. Just Google Kali Linux monitor mode Wi-Fi adapter, and the right one will pop up. But you need this to be able to inject and monitor packets. Am I in Jersey? First of all, shout out to Free Man by the Creator. Shout out to Cyber Spartan Nexus. Shout out to Dominic McIntyre. Big fan. I'm a big fan too. Turn the mirror off. Turn the TV off. You're fresh. I'll be following you. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. So let's do some cool stuff with this. First of all, this is similar to a computer, and you can turn on a. Oh, I was kind of chipping out a little bit. But you could turn on a terminal, so you can do a lot of cool things. So I'm going to activate the monitor real quick on this antenna. Let me unplug it, replug it real quick. And if you have any questions, if you need any information on how you can get a phone like this, first of all, you need to go to Kali.org. If you're really interested in learning a little bit more about cybersecurity or ethical hacking or pen testing, I highly recommend you check them out. So then you're gonna select your Wi-Fi adapter. So I'm gonna select which one I'm using. Let me unplug this real quick. And like I was saying, if you go to Kali.org, you can find a lot of resources on how to make a phone like this. There's also, interestingly enough, a lot of different versions. This is the cheapest version. I like to make things the cheapest way possible, so people can not only just learn about things, but you could go on eBay. And just like I said, it's pretty difficult. Like my brother, he's into cybersecurity. I'm gonna hopefully have him on here too as well. But he's really into cybersecurity, and he couldn't set this phone up. So the phone's restarting right now. But while that restarts, I want to show you guys probably the cutest Wi-Fi hacking tool. I don't know if anyone is aware of this. Let me check out the new messages. Can you fix key fob for car? I could jam a key fob for a car. I love the cheapest way possible. Yes, it's Kali, Kali.org. Please check it out. Please get learned. And they also have a lot of cool resources. Sorry if everything looks backwards. I'm not exactly sure. Thank you for some gifts. You guys are amazing. So this is a Pinagachi. I don't know if you can see the cute little guy. But this is a tiny little Raspberry Pi computer. You can see it has a portable battery. And then that's the battery pack. And then it has this cool screen. Yo, what up? Izzy BH7. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. Hit the heart button if you just really love hacking. You love cybersecurity. You love ethical hacking. Hit that heart button and make the algorithm put people onto some real stuff. So if you look here, this does quite a few things. You can connect this to your phone or your laptop, and then they call it SSH. It's a secure login. So you can control this completely remotely. But this has a ton of scripts. Just some hot words, better cap, air crack. It does a whole bunch of awesome things too with AI. So basically what I was doing with this Wi-Fi device, yes, you should make one for your kid. What I was doing with this Wi-Fi device to kick people off, this takes it the next step further. So they're good friends too. So unlike this guy, this also kicks them off, and it also starts the process to cracking their password as well. So you can do on-the-go password cracking by disconnecting them from their Wi-Fi. And there's a lot of other cool things. This has Bluetooth attacks, obviously a lot of different Wi-Fi attacks, but really honestly the cutest. I see you just started hacking. I don't know if I would say that. But I highly recommend. This is a pretty old project, but it's definitely something to consider. So most importantly, I wanted to do some highlight on this cool little hacking router. Give me 1 second. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you everyone for joining. And my wife, I think, is going to join in. And we're going to do a little co-host while I talk about this Wi-Fi, hacking Wi-Fi router. So, the interesting thing about these, there's this company called Hack5. They make a lot of cool hacking stuff, but it's all expensive. It's all really expensive. So that's the point of a lot of the open source projects I try and share. So you can make this on your own. This is a refurbished router. You can go on eBay. Yes, this is the Wi-Fi Pineapple. This is the DIY version. On this, I'll have some resources to where you can find this, but there's a huge list of old routers. You could go on eBay, find them for about like $20 or something, upload some custom firmware. Once again, it's a little bit tricky and difficult, but once you set it up, it creates a private Wi-Fi network. So this is the dashboard. And you have your own password that you set up for it. And this device can also shoot off its own private network. So the first thing I do when I'm hacking with this Wi-Fi network, I need someone to clear my record. I don't know if I can help you with that. You might need a PI. Hey, my girl's in the chat. Tech. That's my girl.
What's up, everybody?
She's like the AI automation expert, So like together we're like AI, hacking, cybersecurity, doing it all. So the first thing I would like to do is do a recon. So we're going to do both 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. And you just hit start. So right now it's scanning pretty much for as long as I like. And normally I let it scan for about a minute or so. But for this test, we're just going to stop and see what it gathered. So when I hit load, and as before in the other video, this has an SD card in it. So I have about 16 gigabytes of storage in here. So you could just honestly just plant this somewhere or, just have it wherever you want. And it could just be in the background doing recon pretty much for years, because text files aren't that big. So here's the next cool feature. Let me make sure my brightness is up on here. So it brings up an awesome, flip my screen. It brings up an awesome list of different networks. So this is similar to, if you were on the other TV shows, it was similar to this one, but this is kind of a little bit more in depth. So let's say I want to click on one of the MAC addresses. This is where you could get a lot of really cool recon. So you could get the MAC address, which is a special address that each device has, and some of the scripts with Kali Linux, for instance, it helps to have the MAC address, and then you could like save some notes. But most importantly, we're going to click on one of the devices, and then you can easily just deauthenticate. So that's just with the recon. And you could save all of these, take out the SD card and analyze it either with like AI or also with like Wireshark and do a whole bunch of other cool things. But let's go over to clients. So you have like a little client list. So whenever it connects and associates with different clients, you can save them to there. And then with the client list, the next thing that you can also do is specifically track them and have like specific scripts that you're running on them. So a really awesome thing that makes this different from a regular router. Oh, we got another question. I have set up VPN on it for when I travel to hotels and the Wi-Fi is not secure. Yes, VPNs, I mean, they keep you anonymous, but it doesn't really keep you the safest from someone who's really trying to attack. What's the cheapest way to get a VPN connection to keep our web surfing more private? I highly recommend looking into self-hosted VPNs. That way you don't have to pay for a service. But that's pretty much what everyone does if they're running like a home lab, a mini lab, um, especially like your own cybersecurity pen testing setup. You're definitely going to want to just do a self-hosted VPN, and that's by like segmenting your network and adding just more security layers. Thanks for the great question. Wow, wow, wow. And thank you for the hearts, and thank you everyone for following. So in the modules, this makes it more like a Linux computer and not like a router, because most people don't know, but most routers, they have this Linux operating system or software that's called OpenWRT. And that pretty much is what functions all the router options. And that's why this is pretty much a huge modification of that. So you can add in a whole bunch of cool different modules. And when you update the list, there's about 100 to 1,000. But I have just about 3 on here right now. This is just a test pineapple. But I have an HackRF module. So I can access and connect my HackRF, which is software-defined radio, which I'll show in another lesson. We're going to do a whole episode just on radio frequency technology, RF engineering, RF theory. I'm getting some real nitty-gritty with that. And this also has OcuPineapple, which broadcasts spoof SSIDs. So broadcasts like 10 to 20 different networks and just keep things a little bit confusing. And then, of course, a PMKID attack. And this just automates certain attacks. So next, we got filters. So you could really like filter out certain devices, especially yours. You want to make sure you filter out your own SSID, which is your Wi-Fi network, and any MAC addresses to like your phone, your PlayStation, your kid's Switch. You know, you really got to be smart because you don't want to be testing stuff at home and knock out the wrong people, even if like you know which SSIDs are your neighbors and stuff. Can you log into schools and change grades to an A? I'm asking for a friend. Here's a life hack study. Where are your episodes? We are in America and we mainly do Tuesday and 30. Thank you for the perfume. Woo! Love your work by the NZ Kings. Shout out to you, Ricky Bobby. Study. I'm serious. Study. You better do your homework. You better tell your kid to do your homework. No hacking grades.
So,
And next,
I have a
what's
question.
really awesome in the nitty gritty is the Pine AP. So here is really interesting because you can access the private network that this pops up. So there's different things like allow associations to different things, and you get different notifications. This is where you will start and stop the private AP, which is an access point to do recon and different attacks. And then, yeah, a bunch of different settings. You can change the USB adapter. Um, this one is a really special one because it has a USB adapter. This is the GL iNet X750. If you're interested, I'd say this is probably one of the better ones you could use this with because it has a SIM card and an SD card. So you could get really creative. You could put a SIM card in here with the SD card, and you know it's like a mobile do anything, do whatever. Um, but I really like these. I mean, really, if you could find a hotspot router, and if there isn't a router on the list from the open source code, just look up DIY Wi-Fi Pineapple. I'm pretty sure I have a post somewhere. But you can also build from source, which is a little bit more difficult. Pull up a chair, grab a grab a mug. Hell yeah,
Hey, Dave.
let's go. So yeah, the other cool things you can do here is you could view captured handshakes, and handshakes are certain packets that get exchanged when deauthentications happen. And if you're really into the more serious hacking, you can do some injection raw frames. You can inject raw frames with this, but you would probably need one of these. And it's really up to you. There's a lot of cool things you can do with this. Like there's logging. You can alert yourself with stuff. And, you got to be creative. Like I was lucky enough to buy 10 of these on eBay. You got to really hunt. If you're into these parts and these weird old tech stuff, you got to really hunt eBay. But there's guys who sell lots of stuff and you got to really be on it. But I got 10 of these for like $120. And right now, one of these is 120 to 200. And I'm pretty much on my last one. I pretty much have like 2 left. But I'm just going to look for now the next cheaper ones, like the ones that are 30. So you can inject raw frames straight into the packet. Yes. So it's similar to, that's pretty much how these work. They go into promiscuous mode and then they deauthenticate the packets. And then there's some other things you can do. You can get into the nitty gritty with the networking, and then most importantly too, the interface options for your USB Wi-Fi adapter. And then you can configure it, change your password, and then most importantly too, you could see the storage on your SD card. Because normally these routers come with pretty much about like 16 megabytes of flash. And what I've found is, because I've done just about anything, everything setting up these Wi-Fi routers, but you got to have an SD card in there or it's not going to install the firmware. Same as using Burp Suite. First of all, I love Burp Suite. This is like just more minimal version of Burp Suite. You can still, of course, you can attack with this, but this more so, I like to think of it as like a recon and data gathering and vulnerability assessor. But Burp Suite, I would highly recommend, yes, using Burp Suite if you can. And also, if you're trying to get into cybersecurity, you definitely want to learn Burp Suite. Just going to say that. Did I buy these used? Yes. They were used on eBay. So, 10 years in IT and ethical hacking experience. I have a podcast. Can we collaborate? Yeah, that would be awesome, man. I'm following you right now. Boom, follow them on live. Yeah, let's talk later. I would definitely love to do some more collaborations. I'm new to the live, but I'm going to be doing these live TV hacking demonstrations every chance I get. So that's pretty much a rundown. If you have any questions about these, like I said, I only have one more available, but I'm going to be doing some scouting and try and get some cheaper ones and make some more documentation on cheaper ones. But it's pretty much the same process. You will get into the router through SSH and then transfer over some specific files and firmware and do some other upgrades and do some other updates, and you're pretty much good to go. One other cool little guy. I'm not going to do too much on this. I got to reinstall a few different operating systems, but I want to show my favorite, one of my favorite cybersecurity pen testing tools. This is a Raspberry Pi 4, and once again, it has the same adapters that I use on the phone. I pretty much like to use these whenever I get a chance. Let me turn it on real quick, but it's pretty cool. It's a little touch screen. Plug this bad boy in. Because I know a lot of people like to put on Kali Linux, but I kind of just do it the old school way. Hello, DJ Westcar. Hello, I'm a cybersecurity student. You're providing great information. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is great. Which Wi-Fi adapter? It's an Atheros. I want to, I'll put in the link in the video. But this is my little cool guy. It's touchscreen. And let me pull up the, so yeah, it's a pretty cool little hacking device. I also have a little small keyboard as well. And a lot of people like to use Kali. What does it do? So it does pretty much anything you want to do. I also have a Bluetooth adapter too. So you can do some Bluetooth attacks. But it does Wi-Fi attacks, Bluetooth attacks, some things you should check out. BetterCap is one of my favorite things. And then also you can run Python on it. I have recently been, and which is why I don't have Kali Linux on here, because you only need a few handfuls, and then there's a few scripts that you could just get specific tools of Kali. Like for the most part, just being real, there's no reason really to get everything Kali has. If you're just trying to test out Wi-Fi attacks, then there's really just a few scripts that you should need. But let's turn on. Let's do a little hacking. So it's pretty much like you have this hacker phone, like pick your poison. You got the hacker phone. You got the NetHunter hacker phone, or you got your Raspberry Pi. If you want to just have it in your pocket, good to go. Android is your thing. That's cool. If you like Linux and really tinkering around with things, you could pop this screen off and plug some wires into there and start some lights up. You could use your Raspberry Pi, like something like that. So let's try Wi-Fi. Oh, gotta run it as root. Sudo. But it's pretty cool. I mean, can't complain. Touchscreen Raspberry Pi fits in your pocket. So I'm gonna type in Wi-Fi. And then drag it down. So here we go. You can see that it found the chip. If you want to know which adapter this is, screenshot that second one. I don't remember the driver, but it's ATH9K. I'll make a video on it. So don't really worry about it. This screen is a Pimorini 4-inch, PIMORINI. But it's a 4-inch touchscreen. I honestly, I'm gonna put these on probably every Raspberry Pi, but it's probably the nicest and highest quality screen. So let's type in 2 for our Wi-Fi adapter. And then I am in monitor mode. But yeah, this is really awesome because you could also do coding on here. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? So like what's really cool is I can have my HackRF plugged into here. Hold on, let me get my HackRF real quick. I'll be right back, guys. No, I didn't. All right, we're back with our HackRF. So this is why that looks awesome. Thank you. This is a cool setup. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone. Make sure you hit those hearts if you're enjoying the Hacker TV little live hacker session. All right. So one cool thing that you can't do with this hacker phone, I mean, it's cool. You could do a lot, but you're going to need just a little bit more. So I'm going to plug in this radio. One second. And this is pretty cool because it has quite a few USB ports. It has an Ethernet port. So we got that plugged in. Now, plug in my handy dandy HackRF. if you see anyone walking around with something like this, are you kidding me? You see anyone with this setup, you need to walk away. You need to walk away right now. He's tracking your freaking text messages or something. See someone walking around with 2 antennas like this? This is a Raspberry Pi 4. You see anyone walking around like this with this stuff? You need to get away. You better hope they're a professional. So the interesting thing about this, let me get this properly set up real quick. But this is like a cool intro into ham radio. If you're into ham radio, let me know. Let me tighten this antenna. Are you bouncing off the lat lines, or do you actually think you hitting the satellite? I need one of those thingies that shuts my neighbor's annoying music, please. Yes, tomorrow we will be doing jammers. Please follow, subscribe, or hit that notification or something. And we will be doing jammers tomorrow. But today we are focusing on, if you're new, we just plugged in the SDR radio into the Raspberry Pi. So let's go back here. I'm going to do Hack RF tools. This is a touchscreen Raspberry Pi too, by the way. I don't know if I have it installed on here. But the idea is I'm going to be doing more videos tomorrow on just jamming. And when I'm jamming, I'll be using my laptop for signal analyzing. But the idea is that this reads anything from 5 hertz to 6 gigahertz. And I'm working on a lot of cool projects with this, especially the tiniest solution for such. I don't want to talk too much about it, but there's some guy in Ukraine. I may or may not be helping, but he sparked an idea about AI automation with drone detection and drone jamming. So I don't know if you've seen some previous videos or go through some of my old videos that I've uploaded. I do have Project Starbeam, which is the forefront of the devices that I'm working with right now. But yeah, this can really get into, you can also like pretty much host your own radio station. People track satellites. You can do a lot of, you can decode TV, pretty much get like free cable with one of these things. So yeah, we got a lot of cool, awesome stuff. Like hacking does start, here and with some of these things. But we're really going to be taking things to the next level. Yes. We be jamming, man. We be jamming. Yaman. But I highly recommend this. This is once again a Raspberry Pi 4. It's kind of a custom setup. It has this steel case on it. And once again, this is an antenna you can get on AliExpress. I highly recommend AliExpress because it's probably the cheapest. And if you're interested in a screen like this is the Pimoroni 4-inch screen, or you could even just screenshot that and then search it on AliExpress or AliExpress. I don't know if TikTok has photos to search, but yeah, I love this thing. And the cool thing is too, this runs off of an SD card, as you can see right there. So the operating system, boop, I could put in Kali Linux, put in this, put in that. I'm going to be doing a lot of other videos. There's a operating system for Linux that's only for software-defined radio hacking. So like, radio hacking, cellular hacking, ham radio stuff. It's called Dragon OS. Another hot word, Dragon OS. Go look that up. You could put it on a Raspberry Pi, and you could put it on any Linux computer. It's a little bit more techy, but that's why I will be having some videos and honestly courses just going through that as well. It's a little bit more advanced. Thank you for following. Thank you for hitting that heart. We just hit 10,000. Let's go. What type of hacking can I do? Well, what do you have? Do you have $5? Then you can do some Wi-Fi hacking for 2.4 gigahertz stuff. And I mean $5 as in you can make that as well. If you want to just automate the hacking for you, you could put together a Pinagachi. That's Pwngotchi. Pinagachi. So you could have the hacking automate for you and just load up your computer and see what passwords it got. But this is a little bit more expensive. This is probably the Raspberry Pi Zero, Raspberry Pi 2W0, Raspberry Pi Zero 2W. There we go. Is $20. This battery is about $30 on Amazon, and the screen's about $20. So it's a little bit more of an expensive project. If there's 5 gigahertz networks that are a little bit more secure, I didn't go into this one just yet. We could roll into it real quick. We'll put this down. It's getting a little hot. But I haven't gone into the 5 gigahertz frequency. So there's 2.4 gigahertz networks, and then there's 5 gigahertz networks. And the idea is that 2.4 gigahertz networks operate on channels 1 to 14. And these channels are actually different bands of 2.4 gigahertz. So you have 2.401 to, and the drones are in the higher range, like 2.480 and onwards. But 5 gigahertz has a lot more channels. So it's every device on the 5 gigahertz, like a drone, is bouncing around. Or 5 gigahertz security cameras are the ones you could focus on because it's harder to send generation out to a certain channel when it's bouncing around from like 14 to whatever. And 5 gigahertz is a little bit more difficult. I'm working on 5 gigahertz signal generation jamming, but for now we have the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi deauthor. So it pulls up this cool little screen. Hold on, let me show you the intro though, real quick. I don't know if you can see that little hacker. But it pulls up this cool little menu screen. And just like before, we're gonna scan for networks. And let me pop up while that scans the 5 gigahertz test network that I have going. And like I said, if you're gonna have an ethical hacking setup, you definitely want to have your segmented networks. You don't want to be hacking your own network when your wife, like mine, who's over there, is working from home, crushing it, killing it, crushing it in a meeting, crushing it, and then you're over there jamming the freaking Wi-Fi. No, have a separate connection so you can, do it smart. Come on, be smart. So I'm gonna see where my networks is at. Let me type in the password real quick. And thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in. This is the only live Hacker TV. Let me check out some of the comments while this goes. Hold on. Gotta type in the right password, I guess. Shit. So what are we at? Where are we at? What do I need? So what are the basics, bro? What do I do? The basics, I'd say learn the fundamentals. I'm making a really good from scratch to not that scratch course on just cybersecurity in general. There's a lot of key terms. There's a lot of networking you really should understand. And there's a lot of protocols and just interesting little things that you really need to learn and understand before you could take it to the next level. Oh, and I got a lot of test phones here. That's another thing you're gonna need. But I buy all cheap budget phones. I go on Facebook Marketplace. I find cheap, broken, smashed phones for $20. Okay, so we're on the test 5G network. Thank you for following. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking, hitting that like. Wow, we're almost at 15K. So now we have the correct network selected. Let me put that down. And now let's go to select. And here you have a cool select screen. And I'm going to go and find Trump Sucks 5G. Sorry, these screens flicker a lot. They're not really that high quality, but once again, this is like a $1.50 screen. You just need to see what you need to see. We're hackers. We're not all that other stuff. We don't need a 4K screen, okay? We don't need that. We don't need this. This is what we need. This is a SSD 1306, 128 by 64 pixels, 0.96 inch OLED display. So now we select the network, and we're gonna go up to attack. And then we have a whole bunch of different stuff. You could see single attack. Man, it's bright in here. Let me turn this light off. It is bright. I'm gonna open the window. I'm gonna let you guys get some of this sunshine real quick. There we go. Wow. Wow. Woo! See that natural light? All right, so we have different attacks, and we are currently connected to our 5 gigahertz test network. So now the attack is in process. And should be disconnecting. And that's what's really crazy is the only thing this is missing, the only addition, which there's an interesting community of little hackers, especially in the Philippines, but this can have an extra antenna. And what does that do, bro? Kevo, it disconnects stuff from Wi-Fi's. But yeah, you can add an extra antenna into here and get more range. Because I don't know if you're aware, but the antenna is actually on this gold part. It's called a PCB antenna. And these are really just development boards, but that's where the hackers come in, and you can add an extra antenna right there. This is my only one, so I'm waiting on ordering more. But you can add an extra antenna right there, and then add a lot more range. So let me turn that off. Stop attacking my network. But what's also really cool is that these small computers also do 5 gigahertz. This is a 2.4 gigahertz frequency adapter, but I do have 5 gigahertz versions as well. And another thing, if you're just getting into Kali Linux, is you really just need the most basic, minimal Linux distribution. And then you go and pick and choose which tools you might need. What's the hacker router called? Hey, Big Oki Zane. It's called a Wi-Fi Pineapple. I do have one more on my link tree, link in the bio. But I do have, I'm working on a PDF guide because I did make some posts elsewhere on social media, but I've deleted those counts. So you could find it on Reddit, but I'm going to be making like a PDF, which will be in the bio on how to make your own Wi-Fi Pineapple with all the things. And I like to make PDF guides too. I have 2 free guides. I have a free Wi-Fi jammer guide, how to build your own, and another free guide, how to make a car key jammer in the PDF file. So I like to make things accessible. Some people don't really like watching videos. And why would you want to disable someone's Wi-Fi? It's not why you would want to buy from the sky. It's why an attacker would. So as a cybersecurity professional, I mainly focus in electrical engineering and cybersecurity and ethical hacking. You got to find out the ways how they can do it before they do it. And, just you got to be in the mind of the thief, mind of the murderer, mind of the hacker. When you get in the mind of these people, you can create a lot crazier things. So I'm going to show you some Wi-Fi jammers real quick. And one subscriber sent me some stuff. So I'm going to show you some stuff I'm also going to be preparing. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. We have I'm gonna show you my favorite baby. Wow, 65 people are sticking around. He said it's going digital, digital, digital. Bro's just selling hopes and dreams. Oh my gosh, I am only selling nothing. So one of the subscribers sent me one of their Wi-Fi jammers. So you could find this. Let me put it together for you. You can find this on my GitHub. You can find this on my Linktree. But you can go and make this yourself pretty much for free. So what do I need to get started with making my own Wi-Fi? Yeah, I will be, it's really complicated. Hot words, open SRS, and look up Universal Software Radio Peripherals, USRP. And that is the seed to starting your own 4G, 5G cell phone networks and cellular hacking. But I will be going deeper into that. That's a sit down, pour some coffee. That's that type of course. That's not a live type chat. But I can give those hot words out. So you can go and find. I had to do some rabbit hole stuff to find out what Open SRS was and USRPs, Universal Software Radio Peripherals, which is a super deluxe version of one of these. This is just a software-defined radio to do some semi-basic stuff. But this is the classic Wi-Fi Bluetooth drone signal generation device. It's on my GitHub. You can go on my YouTube to learn how to build this. On my YouTube, if you go on my Linktree, has the full-length courses and not necessarily courses, but full-length videos. Pretty much all my open source projects. So thank you for hitting those hearts. Thank you for following. But my subscriber was having a lot of trouble. And this is why you should also jump in the Discord too. It's an insane community. Like, people are making some insane stuff. Go in the Linktree, find the Discord. Please, if you want to find out some really cool hacking stuff, really cool community. But as you can see, this kid's soldering sucks. This is what terrible. I don't mean to be mean. And I know you might be here. I love you, bro. I literally love you, bro. But that's some shitty soldering. Look at that. This is what we do here, little hacker. We fix things. If you at least tried to solder and you can't afford to buy the full thing, like, we'll work something out. This kid's international too, and he sent it out, bro. So I'm gonna help him out. But that's what I'm going to be working on later today. And I'm going to send him a mystery box too. It's going to be the first little hacker mystery box. You never know what you're going to get. You might get a Wi-Fi deauthor. You might get another one. You might, I don't know. It'd have to be something really special. Maybe on like the 100th follower, 100,000th follower I get. I'll send one of these to someone. I'll send a whole, you never know what you're gonna get. So this was just like my first proof of just like just reaching, not only just reaching out, but really just helping this kid out. You can I get all my circuit boards at PCBWay.com. That's like what I believe is like the premier, and they're super helpful. They've helped me out quite a lot of stuff. Actually got this made through PCBWay as well. I'm missing one of the antennas, but this is Project Starbeam. You do anything with Flipper. This is actually a Flipper Zero board, believe it or not. You see these pins here? You could stick it into a Flipper and it's aligned. And I do have a Flipper Zero development board on my Linktree too, which I believe is the real Flipper Zero development board. You can actually develop code and stuff on it. Am I classically trained or self-taught? First of all, shout out Louvu Duda Eng. I am self-trained. Yeah, that's the worst solder job I've ever seen, and I'm terrible at it. Shout out to Andy. Firestar, good day. Do your work with Teensies. I actually have a teensy. It's a like really old thing. I had this mystery box. Speaking of mystery boxes, the first thing I got in electronics, I drove out like an hour or 45 minutes to this old head, and he had $100. I brought him down from 250. He just had $100 box. He was like an old school machine engineer. He did machine code, like FPGAs and stuff, and he just wanted to tinker around with Raspberry Pis. But it was this insane box, and there was this teensy that they don't make anymore. And I looked it up online, and it's like $200 or something because they don't produce them. People bought them out. So I want to do some cool projects with that, but I've never really used the teensy yet before. Thank you all for subscribing too. Thank you. We just got a new subscriber. Hold on, I gotta draw this puzzle to make sure I'm still here. I know I'm blabbing. Hold on. Overlooked 86 with the sub. And just letting you know, for the subs, I'm gonna be doing like just some sub only videos that's a little bit too risque for the for you. And there's gonna be a lot of one-on-ones, you know, if you need just help with projects or trying to, you know, have semi mentorship of sorts, just help with any questions and stuff you might be having. I just want to be there to help guide. If you have any project ideas, I do have consulting services. I am working with this one startup that has federal vendors. We're doing some cool digital identity projects, but I did the hardware and a lot of the firmware for that. And he reached out to me through Reddit, you know, and that was probably one of my more favorite gigs that I've done recently. So if you have an idea, I could help you. You know, I could help you a little bit for free, but like if you're really trying to make something, whether it's app development, I have some apps on my GitHub too. I give out free templates. I made a Cash App clone and put it out for free just so someone could take that and go start up something. Someone probably made an AI version of the Cash App clone I made. It's making bank right now, but that's what I do. I want to show and prove I can do stuff. If you want to do stuff, hit me up. So here is Project Starbeam, done with my spiel. How much to get a roll jam in a Proxmark 3? I actually have a Proxmark 3 in the cart. I'm actually, I know I'm kind of everywhere, but I'm actually making my own Proxmark of sorts. But this is Project Starbeam. Like I said, I don't have the other radio in here. Couldn't find it for the video. But this is the ultimate wireless jammer. It can feature 5 different radios, but most importantly, it could also feature 5 NRF24s. And this is like the ultimate jammer. It was kind of a bigger iteration of this. Like I started off with that, and then working with a lot of different designs. I have a few people I go and I get some recommendations. I have like, just like how you have a peer review of your books or your published academic works. You know, I try my best to get with my circle of really smart, interesting people, give me a peer review anything and everything I do. So when I test it, whoever I give it to is good to go. This covers 2.4 gigahertz. And then you have these 2 radios, which is CC1101s, and this covers 433 megahertz. And because, and on my YouTube, I've shown documentation of this, I have allowed to have a setup because here there's extra pins that you can connect to a Raspberry Pi via UART, UART, and that's serial communication. So with some wires, because like I said, the hacker phone's all right. You know, the hacker phone's all right. You know, you could do some stuff. You could do quite a lot of stuff. But I don't want to be limited, you know. So the next iteration isn't this Raspberry Pi. There's actually a smaller one. This Raspberry Pi, what's sandwiched there in the middle, will be used for this. but you'll have a Raspberry Pi connected to the HackRF for 6 gigahertz signal generation and analyzing, and then the Starbeam in the middle that's controlling everything. So remotely, you could do a lot of different attacks, and the ultimate goal, Michaelicious, you're the legend. Thank you everyone for sending hearts, sending love, following. But the ultimate goal, like I was talking about earlier with AI automation with drones and jamming, are you kidding me? Who's doing that? No one. But this will have Dragon OS, and it will be doing, wow. That's where my wife's gonna come in, because she's the AI master. But we have now very small AI models that can run on 4 gigabytes of RAM. Now they're not going to be solving questions. They're not going to be translating. They're not going to be formatting your PDF. But they can automate and run Python scripts. Anyone can do that. A fifth grader can do that. So it's running automated scripts with the HackRF tools. This HackRF, I know a lot of people seen maybe the Porter Pack, but there's a lot of cool scripts that you can automate everything just from the terminal. So this will be doing the drone detection, right? And then Starbeam comes into play, right? And when there's a certain trigger that certain drone signals, and we'll be getting into that too. Nothing is safe in the sky. There are antennas that will track a drone 3 to 5 miles from here. No problem. So when this gets triggered over UART serial communication, it will trigger a function on Project Starbeam. And let me just turn that on so you guys can see what that looks like. Hey, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, make sure to hit that heart on the only Hacker TV channel on Hacker Talk. Hashtag Hacker Talk, TikTok Live. All right, so we're going to plug in Project Starbeam so you guys can get a quick look. There we go. Shout out to Adafruit too. Adafruit crushes it with them screens, graphics. So this is Project Starbeam. Once again, this is a 128 by 64 pixel screen, so I know it's flickering. But pretty much it has a whole bunch of different options. I had other videos before, but this can jam Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, drones. You can amplify the antennas. The kit I give comes with everything you need to do educational research and security testing. You can take this antenna off, and you need to go look up Yagi antennas, Y-A-G-I, and you will find out that there are some really cool antennas. There's directional antennas. So I give you the template. That's what this is. It's 3,000 lines of code and the PCB template to do whatever you want to do. There's some cool power switches that power on either of the radios. And this can also, because it has the 433 megahertz radios, this can copy, scan, and replay car key signals, which are at 433 megahertz. I know some people say that there's rolling keys, but a lot of the old ones don't really work. And there's also just another threat that if someone tries to replay a car that already has rolling key security, that means it randomly generates keys every time you lock and unlock, which is a security measure. They could still like pretty much jam and fuck up your car. You know, and I see a lot of people making videos, and like, you know, you got to be careful. I don't know. I personally, I love my car, and there's only one function maybe you would test is like the little electric car thing, but you really don't want to test it on your car. But most importantly, this jams car key signals because it generates too much signal generation, and the car key fob signal, you know, it's really not that strong. And they were designed to not have 1,000 to 50,000 other people pushing their buttons all at the same time, which is pretty much what this does. And these ones right here interact with 2.4 gigahertz frequencies. So your AirPods, Beats by Dre Pill, your wireless keyboard, CarPlay, and when you're using your wireless CarPlay, drones, most drones, especially cheap drones. No, this is beyond drones. In terms of drone jamming, it's not an issue since there's no laws regarding drones. Wow. What's your GitHub? I have my GitHub in the link tree if you're interested in any of these open source projects. However, this at the moment is open source. If you get it, you can do whatever you want with the code, but as a whole, the project right now is on my link tree. Yo, what up, Ali? What up, what up, what up? Yo, Power White, Scott Corber, Michaelicious. Yeah. So you have most drones operate on 2.4 gigahertz frequencies because the manufacturers are cheap. If you really want to be angry about hacking and you really want to be angry, don't be angry at the hacker. Be angry at the manufacturer. Did you know this right here? Tesla has a vulnerability they have refused to fix. There's a public known code that this radio can transmit that pops open Tesla electric charging door because they didn't, and they're a software company, you know, so that's like proof in the pudding that most drones you see should be on 5 gigahertz. But consumers, I mean, the manufacturers are cheap and they put it on things that are easily jammed. And I know 2.4 is required for activity outside range of required FCC approval, but that doesn't really stop idiots from getting a tool that you can buy door dashing over the weekend and jamming drones. So I'm just saying, because FCC, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. You know, FCC, FAA, they just shut down the National Weather Service. So I'm pretty sure they're shutting it down. You know, FBI headquarters is about to be sold to Zillow or some shit, you know? So like none of that means anything to our security right now. And the manufacturers make the security. The government doesn't make the security. So what else can it do? Just like a lot of these other devices, this can also de-authenticate. It can make what we call an evil twin. So it makes a clone of a network. So how evil twin attack works is that, let's say I'm at a hotel and I want to look at the, oh no, even better. Let's say I'm at a business and I'm at the office Wi-Fi network in the screen. So I'm going to go to, let's say I'm at the Sephora corporate office. So I'm going to go to Sephora corporate Wi-Fi network. And then I'm going to make an evil twin of that that's almost similar, just in different areas of that code. It looks a little different. So it pops up a new network. And then there's a little login screen. You know, maybe I have some intel how the Sephora corporate login screen looks like. And then, you know, you can make, that's where web development comes into play. You can completely clone the Sephora corporate's website for their login. And then people unknowingly will go in and type in their data and you're sitting in your car and you're like, wow, 10 people just logged in with the corporate office Wi-Fi password. And that's just one of the more sillier ways you can get hacked, but you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed how often evil twin attack can go. This also scans for Wi-Fi network in the area, so it acts like kind of like a minimal signal analyzer. Does it jam GPS signals? Man, there's a lot of people asking about GPS jamming. Can I set that up to continually jam my garage door openers? Yes. Garage door openers are probably some of the dumbest IoT devices in the world. This can scan 433 megahertz. So literally, you could just use this. I don't have the smaller versions, but you could use these radios to pretty much scan for a garage key, copy it, and then easily replay it. And this has storage on here. It has 4 megabytes of storage. There are bigger ones, but you can save the data you just gave, and you can save it. Different versions of this will have an SD card, so you can kind of go through different signals that you've saved. Let me see if I have my keys on. Thank you everyone for chiming in too. We just hit 20K. Fucking crazy. And once again, if you want to know more about this, I have this on my YouTube. You could check into LinkedIn. Wow, there's a lot of new comments. Let's see what we got. What is that? Giant pain to disable them. Wow. Shout out to the team too. Shout out to the squad. Hold on, I'm doing some management. We have 18 little hackers in the team. Are you kidding me? We got a whole squad up in here. Is that a Raspberry? I have a Raspberry Pi hacking device right here. Let me show you guys. We got this guy right here. Earlier in the show, we went over just the easy, cheap, cost-effective way to hack. We're going over really all the different options. Earlier in the show, we did some hacking with a cell phone. Are you kidding me? Can anyone reverse engineer an Android app? Yes. Looking for a portable deauthor. This is a really portable deauthor. I guess I'll just do the spiel real quick. We got too many tools here right now. You can find this on my GitHub too. This is the smaller Bluetooth jammer. So this is a pretty small micro Wi-Fi deauthor. We pretty much went through every single way you could hack and deauthorize and possibly get passwords. And shout out to Tech Tiff out in the corner over there. My wife chiming in. She's the AI expert, by the way. And I'm the hardware hacker guy. So, yeah, we basically went through a little bit of everything. We went through the hacker phone. And once again, if you see anyone with a terminal screen and an antenna, and then we talked about obviously the AI, and I'm going to be making once again to repeat, I'm going to be making some more videos on the hacking Wi-Fi router. We did a really cool presentation earlier on just how to really use this awesome little device. And I'll be having just some more awesome things what you could do with this, because this is something, that's what I'm about. I'm about stealth, whether it's something super small. I'll put this in my hoodie. Shit. I'm about just keeping things super small. I could fit all the tools I showed you in my pockets, and it didn't have to ruin my pocket. That's kind of my main goal as a Ugandan. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just want to do things cheap. I want to show people the cheapest way to do it. Let me look at some of these. Hoping to set up an independent internet connection for my off-grid application. You can look into rugged mobile hotspots if you just want to use like a SIM card. But kind of what I'm doing, you could set up a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot, but I am making a literal mobile cell phone tower. And that's going to be a little bit more. Once again, keywords: Dragon OS, software-defined radio, universal software radio peripherals, open SRS. Hot words. Great price on your portable deauthor. You're the best. Slushy King? What are you sitting in? I'm sitting in a chair. Where can I purchase one at? Link in bio. Shout out to Chase. Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Special Operator. Have you watched Mr. Robot? No. My wife and I are going to watch that. We're going to download it, watch it, use BitTorrent. But we are going to do that. Laj E, teach me. Yes, I have a whole bunch of full courses. I want to make a literal hacker hardware university. We're talking coding, electronics, software-defined radio. We're going to do anything and everything you want to do. I'll take suggestions. If you have an idea for a course, how to do Kali Linux on your Raspberry Pi, whatever you want. I like taking suggestions. And that's pretty much what we do here. If you have any questions, best hacker TV show out there. Thank you. There we go. Best hacker TV on TikTok Live. Hashtag Hacker Talk. I don't really know if you want to do that, but I'm doing it. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Every day we are doing new updates. Like I said, I am wrapping things up with microcontrollers. I have an update on this finalizing pretty soon. This should have, the next version will have 10 antennas. I'm a fucking nut job. This will have 10 antennas. I'm going to add another ESP32, and we're adding a BW16. I know this is super nerdy, but if this makes any sense to you, I'm going to pretty much max this out because this is 3 phases. Phase 1 is Starbeams. Phase 2, I'm going to have a mothership PCB. I know this might sound weird, but there's going to be a mothership PCB where you can dock multiple Starbeams. And then phase 3 is, I can't really talk about that, but yeah, we got a lot of cool things popping off with this. This is really just a start, and I'm going to make it a lot smaller. I am working with some cool dudes in Bangladesh. Holy shit. That's all I need to say. Shout out to the people in the Discord. This is Starbeam. It's the ultimate wireless Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, drone jammer, de-authenticator. I do have also something a little bit more wholesome. I have this, which I'm going to be making a course or a video on the actual build. Hold on, let me plug this up. Do I have a charger? There you go. But I have this DIY car tracker. And there's only one more thing I want to do with this because you don't need data connection for this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for this. So I'm going to turn it on real quick. Let's see if that pops on. Cypher War Driver is the name of this product. And like I do with everything, I started off, and this is just basic electronic product development. You started off on the breadboard, wires kind of looking ugly. And then you do the prototype on the proto board. That's what these green ones are called. You can find these on Amazon. I highly recommend just getting a pack of them and practice soldering, because then you will practice the circuit right there. And then when you're finally done, you'll hop over to PCBWave.com, and then you're going to make it look sexy. You're going to throw it into some apps. Easy EDA, keywords, hot words, Easy EDA, the free online engineering program for making these PCBs. And also free KiCad, hot words, KICAD. If you're a student, if you're learning engineering, if you're like 16, you better learn CAD, KiCad, PCB design, electronics, circuits. If all this is making sense, you need to do it. And then you go and you make it look sexy. So I made this PCB right here. Look at that. And then you design something really nice so you could just take it out into the field. But now that this guy's going, so this is a, I made a video for this. It's a DIY AirTag car tracker, or really anything. It could be a GPS tracker. I take this out when we go on hikes. My wife and I, when we go on hikes and stuff out in nature, we go out to a lot of places that don't have any service. You know, we have no connection. So this has an SD card on it, and you can save the data in a few different formats. You could save it so you could easily plug it into Google Maps. You could save it so you could easily plug it into ArcGIS. You made a $20 ArcGIS device that forest rangers and GIS professionals can make cities, towns, and forests safer? Are you kidding me? I don't know how much that would cost, but I've seen that ArcGIS is like $3,000 a year. So what do you think their devices are going to cost? You know what I mean? So that's what we do here. There's a lot of different operations. So then when we get back from our hike, we can have this complete visualization from when we were in our car out to the forest, and you can do a whole bunch of cool analysis. You could put this on certain animals. Are you kidding me? You can put it on your dog. If you have a dog, if you have like rural property and you just go away for the day, you can put this on your dog, and for free, you could see all the little weird movements your dog or animal. You could do a lot of things with this. It's a lot more than really an AirTag, because AirTag, they just want to buy you into the ecosystem, and then what else can you do with that? So let's check out some of the comments. Sorry, I'm a little late on the comments. Thank you everyone for joining too. Thank you for following. Laj E, you have a new follower here, dude. Super excited to learn. Gotta go. See you, man. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you everyone for chiming in too. We're about to wrap this up. I'm gonna follow this guy, Artie Rockefeller. Let's go. Mika Ormsby. Thank you for the follow. How's the indoor quality? I'm indoors right now. This is a Rayax. Let me see if you can see it. They actually sent me these for free. I'm working with them to do some really cool stuff. But if you can see that, that's a Rayax RYS352A. You start to memorize a lot of these weird modules. Uncle G's, I'm a software developer, an AI developer, and D5 developer. I'm super hyped about that. That's a lot of hot words, kids. Did you catch that? AI developer, D5. Google that. Google D5 developing and software developer. Shout out to that. I don't know this stuff. Is it like Arduino chips? Yes. I have a video going through like a basic Arduino kit. But I'm making courses to go from zero to creating your own 4G, 5G cell phone networks. I'm Ugandan, so the big goal that I've been planning out, what a lot of this is funding, real quick, I'm going to be doing hopefully some off-grid communication stuff. My idea is to really put villages online, connect them with very cheap solutions, because if we're going to need serious funding for that, we want to do it as best and as chill as possible. My mom is from Uganda, so she knows a lot of people, is very well connected. Probably get a call to the Ugandan FNA and be like, my son's running a private network for all these villages right now. But yeah, that's pretty much the goal, but to get there, you have to find all the vulnerabilities, because I'm not going to set people up with their own network and me personally not have the tools and the weapons to defend all of that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff. Yo, what up, fellow neighbor, Kenyan in Boston? Yeah, my brother-in-law is Kenyan. I hope to go to Kenya maybe this year. I mean, can't we use Starlink? Any of your devices scan to see if there's any cameras or listening in your room? Yes, those are on the way. Basically how camera detectors and kind of GPS detectors, but definitely camera detectors, like spy camera detectors work, is it works off of infrared. So you'll have a series of infrared lights, which I have a prototype right now. It's in this phase. I have a prototype in this phase because the circuit's a little bit intricate, but the IR lights shoot out, and every camera, you can't see it, but it's even if it's a spy camera, it's shooting out infrared wavelengths. So that's one way to find it. So I hope to make something about this size, and I have been seeing a lot of interest, but there are no open source GitHub projects. So if you go on my link tree and click on my GitHub to see my projects, there's probably a lot of weird, interesting stuff you weren't even thinking of. from a USB that plugs in and can completely delete everything on a computer, or copy and automate stuff and send emails, to weird stuff like this that can do some other cool stuff. But yeah, I also really just want to focus on working too on more holistic things. So what time are we at? So I'm going to be wrapping things up. I'm going to answer a few more questions and then just do another real quick review of all the products that and all the projects we went through. Once again, we are 23,000 likes. Thank you to the only Hacker TV on TikTok Live, hashtag Hacker Talk. So let's look at some of these. Brother, you should meet me. I'm cybersecurity specialist. We can work on some projects. Please, I have a Discord and things are getting really crazy. The Discord's almost at 200 people. I got a lot of traffic from my YouTube, but now I'm bringing the YouTube Discord community and the TikTok Discord community. There are some crazy people in the Philippines and Bangladesh and Norway. There's a lot of interesting little hackers, little weirdos. So if you're interested in that, and I'm going to be having a bigger community, a more independent with courses and one-on-ones and coaching and stuff. And that's going to be in the works because I have another individual that I kind of maybe want to pull in and help because he's a little bit more on the like nerdy engineering stuff. But please contact me. I'm interested to do maybe some more collabs too as well. Have some cybersecurity people come on live and just share your background because a lot of people here are new and trying to learn and trying to find resources. And I think it would be best also to hear some other big hackers doing big things in the industry. My brother, who's also Ugandan, he's into cybersecurity. I just found out he has a TikTok too, but he's also like into filming and stuff. So hopefully we could get him on here. He has probably some really good insights too. So let's just check out some of the topics. Yes, Tiff, Hacker Talk, hashtag Hacker Talk. And once again, thank you everyone for watching. So we're going to do a quick rundown just of some of the stuff we went over. We obviously went over Project Starbeam, the ultimate wireless security pen testing device. Focuses on jamming, de-authentication, car key jamming, car key scanning, car key, or just 433 megahertz analysis. Woo! Sorry, my circuit board fell. And then we have the smaller iteration, which has just two NRF24s. But this is something really anyone can build. And I also have GitHub projects. If you just want to put it on the breadboard, everything that you see here that's on, fancy PCBs and stuff, they can all be built on a lot of my open source projects. And my YouTube, I literally go through step-by-step guides. TikTok, it's not the best to have longer videos, but if you find me through here and then want to learn a little bit more, I do have some other resources, and I have 2 free guides on my Linktree. It's like a little freebie to get people going. I have a guide on how to make this and all the parts you need. You can go to PCBWay.com. That's where I get these. For subscribers to the the TikTok, I do giveaways. I'm just getting it started. I'm waiting to see some more attention. We just got a new subscriber today, but I do tons of giveaways. I'm going to be doing hacker mystery boxes. Shh, you never know what you're going to get. You might get a de-author. Maybe on the 100th subscriber, I'll give out a bone. You never know. I can't say it too loud though. But I do a lot of giveaways. I have a lot of PCBs. I have a lot of extra electronic stuff. I can literally right now make like 1,000 beginners electronics kits. You know what I mean? So let me know like what you guys are thinking, what you're feeling, what you would like. I like to make this a huge community. Got anything that will pay my bills without money. There's actually a lot of cool automation stuff. You better follow Tech Tip. If you want to learn passive income automation, that's the life hacks you want to go and find. Hashtag Hacker Talk. Need to clone phones. I think Apple has something for that when you get a new phone. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. We've been streaming for about like an hour or two. I'm gonna get out. I'm working on new stuff, and like I said, every day, and definitely a few times a week, I'm always gonna be updating new stuff. I'm always making new stuff. I'm collaborating with various different people. I'm waiting on China for plethora. I have like 5 new. Where are we at? I have 5 new PCB designs, different things for different projects. Like this, I have the PCB design on the way, and it will have a battery. All my new devices will have battery powered and really awesome circuits. In the event of everything going offline, let's say hypo, say EMP, what would you need? Hypothetically saying, you'll definitely need some solar panels, and that's where, you know, a lot of this stuff comes into play. You're gonna need to have something. There are also DIY EMP generators and stuff. You know, so just stick around. You know, subscribe, join the Discord, join the YouTube. Definitely follow the TikTok. This is the only live TikTok channel where it's not just me bragging, saying this, just freestyling for an hour. No, I'm bringing you guys in, getting you hyped. Especially we're going to be doing a lot more AI automation stuff, and have some more co-host talks with my wife, who's an AI automation expert, and a lot of other cool things, e-commerce, a lot of other really cool things. And we're just really here to try and help you guys learn. And once the community's going, like, we are also experts and masters in a lot of other cool things. So what can I use better to better that? Oh, I'll go into that. I'll probably give you a good response next chat. That'll be a good one. One of the topics we'll be focusing on is EMPs and stuff around that. Because the next show, I'm going to be focusing more on some RF stuff and give you guys a quick basic intro into like Dragon RS and just some more signal analyzing stuff. And just keep it flowing. But I want more people to get more aware of this stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hitting that heart. Thank you for the gifts I received. We got a new subscriber. We're at 4 subscribers. We got 4 hackers going on right now. And yeah, let's just keep it moving. Whether it's Wi-Fi routers that hack, videos, I'm showing you every single way. Whatever you want. You got $10, you got $20, you got $100, you got $200. You know, if you got 200, where's the thing at? Well, we got something. There's something for you. If you want to spend $0, we got something for you. So thank you for tuning in. Once again, the only Hacker TV on TikTok Live. Tell a friend. Make sure to check out the people I'm following too on TikTok if you want to see some more awesome, cool hacker shit. Wow, that's a great shout out. Peace. Thank you. Stay peaceful, stay positive, stay progressive, stay productive, stay proactive, and I promise you, you will be best. Banzio signing out. Little hacker.